Hey, what's up, my soap peeps? I know you're probably like, where the hell this bitch been? I've been sick. I've been sick in and out of sickness. Not as worse as I've been before, but it's just some days it's just like, how am I gonna make it through? And then I keep losing my voice. But some days I've been feeling better, but I have no voice. and it's here. It's here right now, but I didn't have one this morning, and I had to go to the doctors. And I'm like, I don't really sound like this, sort of like a man or something like caught in my throat. Really annoying, but and plus very miserable because it's been so cold here. But it's supposed to be in the 60s starting tomorrow. I think tomorrow, Thursday. So I think I'll be okay for a little while, but until it gets cold next week, I'm sure. Virginia weather. But anyways, I was like, I haven't done a video in like a couple of weeks. I feel like I need to do something. And since I have a voice now and some time, I'm like, I'll do a video. And then of course, I'm like, what the hell? What kind of video am I gonna do? I don't know. So this is just random soap thoughts about what's going on. And all the soaps today I watched were kind of freaking boring. I have not watched Beyond the Gates today yet. But this morning I watched Friday and Monday's episodes. I didn't realize I didn't watch Friday's episode. I was watching an episode and they said, coming up, at the end of Friday's episode, they're like, next on Beyond the Gates. And I'm like, wait, hold on. Why are they showing this on Monday's episode? Then I'm like, oh, this is Friday's episode. Oops, my bad. So I've been watching the Olympics. Anybody been watching the Olympics? It's been fun. Yeah, because usually with the Winter Olympics, I usually just pay attention to the ski to ice skating and skiing and snowboarding. But I was watching like all the other sports, and I'm like, interesting. Yeah, and watching everything, the only thing I would be able to do would be the curling, playing curling. I was like, I find I probably will still fuck that up. But yeah, the shooting skis that the luges and the skeleton. Oh Lord, I could just see myself breaking something or just flying through the air somewhere. I don't know, or hitting the side and crushing everything. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I'm more of a summer Olympics watcher. But I've been enjoying the Winter Olympics very much. I was just watching ice skating just a little while ago. Um, Sophia, Sophia, she's digging her claws in my carpet. Yeah, anybody want some animals? That'll get on my nerves. Oreo done peed in like 3, 4 spots on my floor. Sophia using my floor as a scratching pad, and I guess Rocky's been okay, but he's was jumping on my couch. Him and Oreo getting on my couch with their dirty paws, and I'm like, we're trying to wipe the paws before they get back out into the main house, but they want to run off and jump on my couch because they hear somebody outside. I don't know. So, anyways, that's what I've been dealing with. And I babysat my mom's dog, Deja, over the weekend. Mom, she just picked her up yesterday, and she's just too cute and fun. But she peed on my in my office too. She peed in the office, little spot, but then the rest of the time she peed in the kitchen. So it's really cool. Except for when she did it like right behind me while I was cooking. I'm like, really, bitch? Why you say you had to go to the bathroom? Just, lordy. But she was a great cuddler, that's for sure. But anyways, I know I miss her, little butthead. She is such a diva too. Yeah. But anyways, I know that's how my life is. Yeah. Oh, and getting sick. My husband Eddie, he had a cold, and then he gave it to me. Sort of, it kind of went past, kind of fast, whatever. But yeah, it's just been more something caught, feeling like something's caught in my throat, swollen tonsils, but losing my voice. But my voice sounded way worse, and I was actually in pain, so that's good. But The soaps bored me today, so doing reviews for any of them would be a waste of my time. I don't know, because I actually tuned out a lot of stuff. But since I brought up Beyond the Gates, I really need them to expose Haley already, because it's coming up on a year. They started at the end of February last year, so yeah, so I think yeah, next week is the last week for February. I remember they started at the last week of February. So we're coming up on a year of the show being on the air, and Haley still hasn't been exposed yet. I mean, I know that we've only known for a few months that she's been playing Bill, but still, the con started before the show even started airing episodes. So by now, this is the longest storyline that's been going on, and it's just exposed her now, and she got a little friend trying to get out of Bill too, and I just don't understand why Bill hasn't been able to pick up anything, and Madison hasn't thought about anything too, because his test came back was it inconclusive or something like that. Basically, they didn't know what the hell's going on, something or whatever. But I need to be exposed already because she's getting just as annoying as Leslie, who just, oh my goodness, that woman. She's banging the cop, but still wants to mess with um Ted's life while he's going out with Shanice. And I'm like, and oh my goodness, Nicole, she's getting with Carlton and with Kyle. I'm like, you go, girl. She's been tied to one man for 20 plus years. Let her go out and have some fun. Shut the hell up, cat. Your mama is a grown woman. She can do whatever she wants to. Okay? So, I need to shut the hell up about that shit. But yeah, Haley needs to be exposed already and get rid of her and see what Bill would do. Because it's basically what you hear from Bill is that he really, really doesn't want to be with Haley. And Haley totally sees that. That's why she had the um, whole fake, the robbery, whatever. In fact, that the robber only took her ring. Bitch, I know you had your cell phone on you, and probably her purse. So it's like nobody questioned, you know, how she only lost a ring. I don't know, but Naomi, she saw the friend had. Don't ask me what the friend's name is. I don't know her name. But she noticed that Jid hurt her hand too. But I guess she put some gloves on and like shrugged it off. But hopefully something will come back to Naomi about that moment. I don't know. But and Anita and her cancer getting all upset that she was losing her hair. Bitch, we know that's a damn wig. Just buy another wig. And they just made it seem like she just got like this fancy haircut. Girl. Oh Lordy, that's like I'm sorry I had to laugh at that shit. But anyways, on to another annoying ass show. Young and the Restless is getting on my damn nerves. Like seriously. It's been better than it has been, but everybody just like getting pissed at Phyllis and Billy and Kane about, them taking over Newman or whatever, especially Victoria and Nick. They're just like getting on Billy about everything. And I'm like, I can understand they're mad, their company got fucked up or whatever. But they never, I guess I won't say never, but I don't recall them getting on Victor and being this way with Victor when he is always messing with the Abbotts. As long as I can remember of watching the show, Victor is jealous of Jack. He's jealous of Jack and the Abbotts because Jack, he was born into the Abbotts. He was born into this life. And Victor had to go on his own. His parents didn't want him. He had to go on his own and build up that's his little sad story on Christmas. He had to build it all himself. So, but Victoria, she was married to Billy, wasn't she? She was married to him, and I've never seen her stick up for Billy to Victor. and they all claim to like Jack, but they never stick up for Jack against Victor. And now all of a sudden that, and Billy even said it today. And I'm just like, oh, because Nick mentioned something about, stomping all over people to get what you want or whatever. And I'm like, that's exactly what your father does. Even Billy just said that too. And I'm like, uh, the show's just like, oh, you got me on Billy and Phyllis' side. That's just, you don't do that. That should be a strike against you. I'm gonna wrestle. But I still don't feel bad for Victor. He's just a big crybaby. But yeah. But I had to laugh when Phyllis chloroform came. I'm like, oh my. I know I shouldn't do it because that's technically assault. Technically, it is assault, not technically. But I had to laugh at that shit. That was funny. But I really need somebody to get the cane that Lily is. I could totally see Phyllis finding this shit out somehow. That Lily is just working with Victor to make Kane pay for what he's doing, which is so stupid. Because seriously, Lily, what the hell has he done to you? Lily ain't done shit to you. But I need Kane to know that Lily is just playing, is playing with Victor, and so he could just get over it, be like, fine, and let their asses do whatever. And still, even though they turn his back on him, he's still weak for them. Really stupid. Lordy, I'd be like, I would try to catch his bluff. I'm like, okay, you keep them then, and I'll keep your company. Bye. That's what I would do. But I really think that Victor is promising Lily Chancellor, which would be freaking hilarious since Nikki is trying to always on her little husband's dumbass side. Be interesting to see what she would do if Victor really does that. But really, I don't think Nikki should be running Chancellor anyway. She doesn't strike me as a businesswoman. She can't even run her husband or her house. Victor is all Victor's, and he can just sweep it from under her feet at any time. So, come on, So what? You have a big, powerful husband. Other women have been able to rein in their husbands. Maggie did it to Victor on Days of Our Lives. Carly's done it to Sunny on General Hospital. Even Kate on Days, had Stefano's number for a minute or so. But, you know, it's just so stupid. I don't know, but I did have a big smile on my face watching Adam and Sally in the scene, even though Sally's outfit was ugly as fuck. I don't know. What are y'all doing with that girl? Her wardrobe is just ugh. Her and Phyllis with the turtleneck dresses. I'm like, ugh, who thinks that? I don't like turtlenecks to begin with, and then you're gonna put it with a dress? Ugh. Ugh. Anyways, since I'm on CBS shows, talk about Bold and Beautiful, annoying ass Ivy, Aunt Ivy. Can we please get rid of this witch? She gets on my damn nerve. She has like no life, so she's just infiltrating Electra's and undermining her relationship with Will. And Electra's a stupid, pathetic little child who's just gonna take Ivy's word for it. And I'm like, it's really creepy that Ivy was just like watching them through the window, just spying on them. I'm like, so what? Dylan was in a bathe her bikini. She went for a swim. And Dylan has the body to where she can rock a bikini. It's just her choice. My goodness gracious. Wanted to jump in with her fucking clothes on. Like seriously. And then just walks on in, walks on the property, walks right into Dylan's room. I'm like, I would have called the fucking police on her. And Will's a good one. I've been like, both of y'all get the hell off my property. Don't come the fuck back here. Okay? Well, you're a gorgeous man. You can get any woman that you want to. Don't waste your time on the little child, Electra. And now Eric is about to have a heart attack or something that's going to make everybody hate Katie and Bill for this. Whatever. And Carter and Daphne get married. Daphne, is that her name? Whatever hell her name is. She was just getting married to Hope not even a year ago. And now they get married. That's so stupid. Anyways, and of course, you know how I hate that Deacon wants Taylor so damn bad. And I hate Ridge But I was actually on his side when he was getting on Taylor and Deacon about sneaking behind Sheila's back. Yeah. See, CBS, you got me on the wrong sides of people. I don't know, but Days of Our Lives is getting on my nerves too. Today's episode was boring as hell. Yesterday, I did enjoy it. I was just all smiles with Dimitri and Leo on the team together because I'm such a fangirl of them. So I'm glad Leo's helping, clear Dimitri's name. That's not going to help him with Javi, though. But, anyways, who cares about Javi? And Sophia, oh my gosh, that chick is getting on my damn nerves. The whole thing is just hella fucking stupid. And I just need them to just be done with this chick. She can't act. The whole everything about her in the storyline is just I could do a whole video on that. Just oh, it just gets on my damn nerves. Oh, yeah, and it's gonna Billy Flynn. His last episodes are this week, so no more Flynn, no more double Flynn. And Connor Floyd debuts as Chad in April. I forgot the date. The 24th, I think. Because I remember when I found out that he was gonna be the new Chad. It was that morning I found uh Kane and Chance. Connor used to play Chance on Young and the Restless, and so I was watching those two, and I was like, "Old Chad, meet new Chad." And it's like I know it's corny, but they said the date. I remember they said the date in the description, but Lordy. No, I don't see anything amazing with these new writers. They write just as shittily as Ron could do. But at least for Ron, you did have some action. These storylines have been dragging on way too long. Like Stephanie Stalker, just get to the fucking point that is Owen and leave Jeremy the hell alone. It's so stupid. And then their wedding, ugh, those two are just ugh. They realize focus on a hot couple, which they don't really have it. They don't really have it. Well, Eli and Lonnie's coming back, so that's a couple to focus on. But don't break them up, or you're gonna get your asses whooped. I will find a way to California. Damn it! No, I'm just joking. Don't take me too hard. I barely want to go down the street to Wendy's. I'm not gonna fly to California. Anyways, plus there's a time zone change. That just fucks me all up. Anyways, in General Hospital, I'm so glad that Britt finally told Jason everything, and then they passionately hugged, but we didn't get to see Jason in his undies. Boo! Is that Steve Burton afraid to be in front of the camera naked or half naked? Like we barely got any when he was with Sam. I was like, remember like two if I'm not mistaken, with him in his shirt off. But anyways, yeah, that's interesting. Luke is finally finding out what Marco's really up to. That's fine. And Maxie finally woke up from her coma and just gets up and just walks to the door like it's nothing. Not only that, but she has a face full of makeup. Did Georgie like do her makeup while she was in the coma? Like, oh my gosh. Try to at least try to be at least a little, realistic with this. I don't know, but Nathan and Lulu wanted to be together. Do not do that shit. General Hospital, don't. But anyways, I talked way more than I planned on talking. But I'm gonna shut up. I will be doing more videos as long as my voice doesn't go away. But I actually will have something to actually do in a video next time instead of randomly talking. But then again, I do that in any video. But I'm gonna shut up now. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and check out other videos that I've done. Of course, I talk about all 5 soap operas, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.